Reddit by Reddit recap. How do you flirt? Usually drunk. Ask for their Snapchat, wait until I get drunk the next time and send something stupid. We never speak again. Works every time. When I was 22 and younger, get drunk ideally and make heavy-handed passes at them with occasional success. Now, I be myself and make gentle fun of myself and my surroundings, then find out what their interests are, who they be with, things that make them smile, what numbers to dial. Like Frank Reynolds. Frank Reynolds, portrayed by Danny DeVito, attempts to strike up a conversation with a woman in public by accidentally dropping an extra large condom and boasting about the size of his penis, or in his words, magnum dong. Frank, I got my magnum condoms and a wad of hundreds. I'm ready to plow. Step 1. Care less about whether you're successful or not. I know it's tough. Fake it. Feel free to widen your audience of who you want to flirt with. Step 2. Be confident. Fake this too. Pretend you're confident. Eventually you get so good at it, you forget you're not confident anymore. Step 3. Be interested. Listen. Eye contact. Empathize. Laugh. Don't try to one-up. And don't try to solve their problems. Step 4. Do something fun in your life so you have something better to talk about than video games and that meme you saw on Reddit. Step 5. Be funny. No puns. Use your observational skills to point out the peculiarities and inconsistencies of life. Step 6. Say yes when they ask you out. Honestly, these days I find the best technique is when to active listen and when to play a little coy. Once you get good at dipping in and out of someone's focus, you start to notice things. Like when you switch who you're looking at speaking to during a conversation in a group. If you changed your focus off someone you're flirting with, you'll start to notice them still watching you and sometimes even changing their body language to redraw your attention. I look for insanely small social signals that the person is receptive to it. When they are speaking to you, are their hips facing you or are they turning their head a bit to talk to you? Have they touched any part of you while in conversation? Are you the last person they look at when they say goodbye? That kinda stuff. It's not a written invitation, but the odds that there's an extra level of comfort there is very possible. By positioning myself to be near someone without it seeming intentional. That way you get a lot of face time with the person for witty banter and eyelash batting. Then I'd try to isolate myself, like by getting something from the kitchen at a party, and making sure the other person saw where I was going and if they randomly showed up. If they showed up near me a few times and started chatting, it'd be pretty good confirmation they were feeling it too. When I first met my ex, I would run into her everywhere, sometimes dozens of places a week. I thought she was cute but very shy. Soon after we had settled things, I stopped randomly seeing at those places. Makes me wonder if those run-ins weren't so random. Pretty much only sarcastically. Like I don't flirt with people I'm actually interested in, but do so a lot with people I'm not. Especially the relatively rare straight guys in my social circle. This is something I've started to notice that I do. I don't want to give people ideas by flirting with people I actually like, so I'll only be flirty with other men. The reasoning being that since I'm a guy, it's clearly just a joke and doesn't mean anything. The problem with this is that the end result is me exclusively doing gay flirting. Sadly, I've never learned how to flirt in a public setting and like a bar or club. But I did flirt with the people I was forced to be with, like classmates or co-workers. All I do is try to make them laugh and smile either by just joking about something or teasing them. I know it's high school behavior, but it works for me. I didn't tease them about stuff they would be self-conscious about. I wouldn't say nice mole on your next Catherine. Haha JK. I would tell them, oh that's a really nice dress. Boo, what the mannequin I saw last night wore it better. Then the jokes would slowly get a little more promiscuous and vulgar and I would take hints from their reactions if I should cool it or if I can keep pushing it. Eventually I got to sleep with them and date some. That's my game and it's the long game. It doesn't work for me on Tinder or dating sites because I suck at sounding witty or interesting in 2 sentences or less. Edit. One other thing is don't be afraid to be rejected. I know it's hard and it took me through all of high school and half of college to start not caring if they liked me or not. That helped a lot, but it is something you have to build up like a callus. If they happen to look at me, I smile. Then after a second look somewhere else and back to them. When near them, I tend to lean in closer to them, but never cross any common courtesy boundaries. If I'm sure the person I flirt with is at the very least interested in me, if our hands are in close proximity, I'll try to make contact. Not grab their hand, but tap it a little. Success rate so far, 0%. I will talk to him and try to hang out with him more. I laugh at his jokes and I try to make him laugh as well. And when it's possible and suitable, I will establish physical contact, like put my hand on his shoulder or on his arm. But yeah, never really work for me cause I ugly F. Make some good friend out of it though, so all in all can't complain. Cool, I'll try this out on girls. Hopefully they don't have pepper spray. I get S-faced and let drunk me handle the situation. Believe it or not, it actually works surprisingly well. Just be yourself. When I was younger, I put way too much effort into trying to flirt with girls and be the guy that I thought they wanted. My best advice is to just be yourself. Crack some relevant jokes to your conversation. If they are interested in you, it'll be because of your conversation and demeanor, not because of a flirtatious pickup line. If you're male, learn about females. Their getting ready process. Curling their hair takes a long time. Getting their eyebrows plucked is painful. Their makeup takes some meticulous effort. Compliment the things that they worked hard on. Apparently without my knowledge, I've gone places with friends and just had what I thought were casual conversations with some women. Afterwards my friends have said something to the effect of all that talk and you didn't even ask for her number, which makes me replay the talking. Then I realize the social cues that they were interested. I actually don't. I wake up one fine morning, realize that I want to wash my hair on their abs, and then never speak to them again because the thought of being around my crush is terrifying to me. Ha 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 ha. You wait for your roommate to talk to them and then you swoop in and steal the girl somehow and send that friendship into a ball of fire that will never be put out. Sounds like there's a story behind that. Freshman year of college when I moved in, my roommate and I hit it off was one of my best friends within a week or two. At that time he was talking to a girl he met at orientation. They had been talking for a month or so at this point. He introduced me to her within a few days of moving in and all I can think is damn, he's a lucky guy, she's so beautiful and funny. Fast forward a few weeks, I'm working on an English paper where I have to write a descriptive story about a room. I choose the laundry room because she lives on that floor and does homework in there regularly. Occasionally she would come and work on homework while I write my paper. At this point I'm friends with her and turns out she doesn't like my roommate. So we start hanging out more and eventually we make it official. My roommate wasn't very happy about it but didn't overreact or get revenge. So I thought we were cool. Fast forward 2 years, we living together again and he starts making comments about her and how she's only with me because of him, blah blah blah. He's not happy about it. And at this point he is pissed at me all the time. Anytime she comes over I get nasty comments after she leaves. Just been a grade A since. I'm moving out in a few months to get away from him, but yes, stole his girl and he isn't too happy about it. Say something awkward then follow it up with double finger guns. Works every time. 25/M. I'll answer this based on this assumption. You're a teenager, probably 13-16, who likes a girl guy. You're not sure if you like them back. You want to date them, but you're having trouble attracting them to you and communicating to them you would like a relationship. Here are some general tips. Don't be clingy or overwhelm them with social pressure. Try respond to how often they would like to talk to you. Find out their interests or hobbies. Try make conversation about these things, as it's a conversation they would like. Ask questions about what they talk about. Shows you care. Be a good friend. Don't have a bullyish personality towards them. Don't make jokes at their expense, or at the expense of anything they care about. Pay attention to how they react to what you say or do. will influence what sort of jokes or conversation you should make with them. Get excited for what she wants to do, and try get her excited about you want to do. Share your passions. Be a person who wants to be the best person they can, and bring that across in your personality. Do your best. A relationship is a two-way deal. Just because she suits your taste and requirements doesn't necessarily mean you will suit hers. If you're not compatible, then rather than force a relationship, try learn something about yourself, why it didn't work, who you are and who you want to be. I'm basically very friendly. I smile and laugh a lot. I look at the other in the eye. I tilt my head on the side. I compliment. I touch slightly. I show concern and genuine interest. I make jokes and I tease. I will say that they're awesome and so interesting. Sometimes even call them hot. I'm a girl, and while this works pretty well on guys most of the time, women are oblivious and think I want to be their friend. So yay. I guess I'm too subtle. Best comment of the day. I mean, flirting is not something you really lead with when first meeting a girl. It's something you sort of just do during friendly conversation. Or it's having the awareness of create romantic and intimate moments when the chance arises. Flirting can be as subtle as the way you look them in their eyes and as overt as hand holding, back rubbing, and giving compliments. But before you flirt you need to just be normal and nice when introducing yourself and taking time to have good conversation.